And say good morning, good morning, good morning, big waves out there. Happy Thursday. I love the wave. I'll tell you, I'm such a goober, but that is the most fun part. Maybe I need a more exciting day, but that really is the highlight of my day. I love the wave. So we've got a good one for you guys today. Oh, hold on. I've got a bunch of people in the waiting room. There we go. We've got a good one for you today. The word is meaning. And it's so interesting when we do these words because you think, oh, it's such an obvious word. But then when you start kind of digging into them, you can go into a million directions. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear Myra's because she went into, we're kind of parallel, but we got to the same place, but we got there a little bit differently. So it's really fun to hear that. But what is meaning? It's what is meant by a word, text, concept, or action. The intended to communicate something that perhaps is not directly expressed. And some quotes that I found that spoke to me were the meaning of life is whatever you ascribe it to be. Being alive is the meaning. And that's by Joseph Campbell. And then the greatest task for any person is to find meaning in his or her own life. And that's Viktor Frankl. And I thought those were really, really powerful. So how, right? So we're all bopping around in our busy little lives, working to, create something for our families, to feed them, to, just survive. How do we find meaning in this busy, busy world that we are all entrenched in? So first of all is learn the lesson on happiness. And what is that lesson? Kind of a crazy one that sometimes we might not realize, but that happiness is absolutely a choice. We get to choose. So I can get up and I can put on my grumpy pants in the morning, or I can put on my happy pants in the morning. Now, my kids will say that this morning, mom put on her grumpy pants. She really, really did. But I put myself back in my room, gave myself a 30-minute timeout, came back down, and we're doing a little bit better. We had to have a reset at the Rosser household this morning, and we got it done. So, but the happiness is a choice. 2, follow your gifts and talents. And sometimes for some of us, it can be hard to figure out what in the world are my gifts? What are my talents? So kind of you can ask yourself a couple of questions to kind of narrow that lane. So first of all, what comes naturally to you? I'm not going to be a ball player because I run. If it comes at me, I'm running, right? But there are some things that come more naturally to me. When do you feel your best? So what brings you the most joy? When are you the happiest? What are you doing or experiencing when you are just in the zone? And then in what way do you specifically help other people? Like I think about Anita, and one of the things that she does is she is just such a light. Like she is such a happy, joy-filled person. And so that's one of the things that she can, that she does spread to all of us is just that happiness, right? So what do you do? What can you do that you love to help other people? Like, where does that speak to you? And then the third thing is to make great connections. So spend time with those beautiful people in your life, like this group here. Spend time with the beautiful people in your life that bring you value and lift you up. Now, obviously, your goal is to pour that value right back to them, but surround yourself with those people. 4, have a goal. So if your goal is to bring meaning into your life, well, write it down, right? Put a plan in place, because sometimes, again, we're bebopping around and we're busy in that, glorious to-do list, and we forget to put the big items on there. So write it down. And then help others. Number 5, help others. So when we help, I say that, kind of what we do for a living, I know a lot of you guys are involved with this, but it's the most selfish thing in the world because it feels amazing to help other people. Like I have never cried like I have cried when somebody calls me and tells me, oh my gosh, like I've got grocery money this week when I was nervous about not, or, oh my gosh, I feel better today. Like I slept last night, or all just the little things that are the big things and truly hit your heart. So it's the most selfish thing in the world to help other people, but it brings so much meaning into your life. And there's 2. And then 6, do something a little bit different. So again, we can get caught into the mundane of, get up, brush my teeth, take a shower, blah, 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 blah. and we can lose focus on the bigger picture. So just break that cycle of doing something different, even if it's as simple as, get out of the other side of the bed, right? Like crawl over and get out of the other side of the bed. Or if normally, you brush your teeth and then take a shower, well, shoot, take the shower and brush your teeth when you're in there. I don't care, but just mix things up just a little bit, just to kind of get yourself out of that zone. And then this one I thought was interesting. It said, quit watching TV. It's a time suck, right? It's passive entertainment that really doesn't bring a whole lot of value, especially if you're just watching kind of the mindless stuff that we are fed, right? So if you're going to want to sit and compress, and you want to turn off your brain a little bit, well, sit, but do some research and find something that's actually going to bring value to your life, not just, I don't even know what's on real TV these days, but I'll say for me, like the Friends episodes on repeat, that's probably the last thing I've watched on TV. I like me some Friends. And then 8, do something that you've always wanted to do. So we all have that bucket list. We all have that thing in the back of our mind that we think, oh, someday, right? One day when I have a little bit more time, one day when I have a little bit more finances, one day when the kids are a little bit more grown, whatever it may be, find a way and do it now. Do something that you've always wanted to do and stop waiting. So thank you guys so much today. Coach Myra, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Andrea. And, I'm sitting here, you were stepping all over my toes and you're talking about change up your routine. I actually try that, and I'm terrible at it. My OCD tendencies absolutely own me. But I'll try. So meaning, and Andrea is so right in how we start looking at these words and we think we know where we're going, and then all of a sudden it goes down a different path. So just simply, meaning is genuinely intend to convey or express something. But today I want to focus on how to have and live a meaningful life. So it's kind of brief, but just stay with me and hope you can pick up a nugget or two from this. In order to make your life more meaningful, consider areas in your life that already feel like it's fulfilling. The things that make you feel happy and fired up, just things that make you just ready to go. Jump out of the bed every single day. You're fired up and ready. Now think of the things that drain your energy and the people that do not add value to your life. I can immediately think of that. In both of those categories, all right, my little sweet peeps out here on this Coach's Corner land, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if your goal is to live a meaningful life, you will need to be willing, very willing, to part ways with the people and the activities that don't make you feel good. I recently posted something on my social media that I've posted it several times, and I think that I got that from Buffy, one of my friends in North Alabama, is take notice of when you are your happiest, who you're with. Pay attention to that. If you're just settling for feeling comfortable where you are right now in life, this will not make your life feel very meaningful. A life of meaning is a life lived with intention. While it's easy to fall into the habit of living in that maximum speed, full speed ahead, the meaning can only be found when we stop and reflect on the things that make our lives feel fulfilling. I don't know about y'all, but I'm guilty. It's hard for me to slow down. We need to reflect on what our values are and identify what is the most important things to us. Now, pour your time, your energy into activities and people that help bring out the best qualities and help you grow into a person that you can be proud of. How many of you have ever just looked in the mirror and say, hey, I'm proud of you today? We don't do that. We are so focused upon all other aspects of our lives. We do not slow down and do the things that are going to help us live a more meaningful life. We should always look to fill our life with people that support us and give us a sense of belonging. Isn't that a great feeling when you're around people that just make you feel like you belong? You know, chase after your dreams, be present in everything that you do, and find joy in the little things. So in closing, here are a few ways to help us live a meaningful life. So here we go. Live in the present moment. Focus on the important things. Search for your purpose. If you're still trying to figure that out, keep searching. Be generous to others. Gosh, doesn't that make you feel good when you're generous to others? Don't hold grudges. Live simply. Follow your passion. Be yourself. And always, always choose your friends wisely. I want to end with this quote. A meaningful life is not being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It's about being real, being humble, being able to share ourselves and touch the lives of others. Now that's pretty meaningful. Do want to give our fearless leader, Coach Palmer, a shout out. Talked to him last night late while I was at the ball game, and he sounded like he had something crammed up his nose. He's not feeling very good. The sinuses are killing him. So we missed you today, Coach. I know you're listening in, but I hope you feel better. And listen, I hope you guys live a meaningful day and have a meaningful life. And I love y'all, and I will see y'all Monday. I won't be with you tomorrow, but I'll see you Monday.
Love you guys. Have a great day. Great message.
Oh,
Thank
lucky
y'all.
this day. That was
Bye.
so
Thank you,
wonderful.
Andrea.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you guys.